This is Ryoma's room, huh? So where is his video? I don't see it sitting out anywhere. Maybe he put it on his bookcase. Kaito opened all the drawers one by one, checking each of them. Oh, that's weird. I can't find it anywhere.
You're right.
I see. So we can't find it. That's alright. That's a clue in itself.
Huh?
And what do you mean?
Hey.
You see, if we suppose the motive for the crime was the video, there's a high possibility that Ryoma had the culprit's motive video.
Remember.
If their motive video was left at the scene, they would be immediately suspicious. There's no reason the culprit would leave behind that kind of incriminating evidence.
Ah.
That's true.
Okay.
Now, the video is not in the room, which means...
Got it.
So it's just like we thought. That video was the motive.
Okay.
Yes, that's the best explanation I can think of.
That's my sidekick.
Alright, that's just what I'd expect from my top sidekick. Didn't one of the Monocubs return the videos? Is it possible he returned them to the actual people who were supposed to have each one? The belonging?
Shuichi.
What's the matter, Shuichi?
No.
Yeah, nothing.
So.
By the way, I was thinking,
I mean.
maybe we all should have watched those motive videos after all.
Huh?
What?
Nah.
They showed the most important people to us, right?
That's right.
So maybe we should have watched them. Without looking away from the truth.
I mean.
At the time I agreed with Kiba, but after thinking about it, I changed my mind.
That's right.
If we were worried about watching them alone, we could have just watched them together. Watch them together?
Got it.
Yeah, we should have gathered together and watched all the videos. Share everybody's motives. Even if it's something you can't bear by yourself, it'd be possible with everyone.
Yeah.
That's what cooperation is, right?
Ah.
That's what Kokichi was trying to do.
Huh? Hey.
Kokichi was trying to get us to participate in a motive video viewing party of sorts. That's why he forced us into the same room. Do you think that was his way of cooperating? Do you think the same way?
Nah.
Nah, if that's what he wanted, he could have just asked us.
Jeez.
That's what a normal person would have done, but the thing is, he is a not normal.
That's right.
Maybe he did want to cooperate, but there's no way to know for sure. He'd never tell us. That's true. It's impossible to know what Kokichi is thinking. But I suppose he could have been acting in our favor for once. No, don't make me feel complicated feelings about this guy like with Nagito, alright? I just want to hate him. I don't want to have like a begrudging respect for him or something, okay? I should investigate here as well, just in case. When I opened up the closet, I discovered several identical sets of clothes, just like Ryoma wore. Just like my room.
Ah.
Yeah, my closet's like this too. It's packed with nothing but my uniforms. Really? I don't see the same for everyone.
That's right.
There's no Cubs pad here, so the culprit must have taken it. Okay, I don't think there's really anything else in here that we could investigate realistically. Thoughts, Kaito? Kokichi's just not normal. Jeez, what a pain.
Let's go.
Well, forget about Kokichi. We gotta focus on the investigation. Let's move on. Okay. I'm kind of curious about Miu's door. I don't think it's connected to the case, so never mind. What about Maki's door? It's not connected to the case. What about Karumi's door? This is Karumi's room. If I remember correctly, I don't think it's connected to the case. Okay, I don't think... Apparently none of these doors are... What about Kokichi's room? Okay, not connect... What about Maki's room? Or Kimiko's, rather. Okay, well, we're out of here. So we're not going to get a look at any motive videos, which is interesting. Hey, Kaito, want to go gambling? I know you got a bit of a problem, but...
What's the matter?
What's the matter? This isn't related to the case, right? We don't know when the class trial is going to start. We can't just go on a walk.
Okay.
True. Sorry. Kaijo being, like, a gambling addict, though, is one way. I don't know. Some people just want to see the world burn. Just want to see the gamblers fall back into their sin. Alright, there was not always a inner tube in there. Is it? I feel like it's even lower than before. Like, this is like no water at all. This doesn't look like a normal school pool. More like a pool at a resort. The pool's deep, but it isn't filled up all the way. Still plenty of water to swim in. The water level hasn't changed, but I can see something. Okay, apparently it hasn't changed. My memory is just off. Something's floating in it, though. Oh, whoa, what do we have here? There's an inner tube floating in the pool. It looks like a big, sturdy rubber one.
I see.
Let me guess, some idiots didn't clean up after themselves.
Rise and shine or sign.
What's this about? Don't look at us. I don't like water. I prefer juice. We get heavier when our cotton absorbs water. It makes losing weight a nightmare. I want to play in the water with everyone. It sounds fun.
Ah.
You know, Monodem might be onto something. I kind of want to go in the pool now.
I'll do it.
Yeah, who cares about losing weight?
You stupid.
Idiots, we're not here to play. We're here to smack these bastards into the pits of hell. We're the Monocubs, the meanest, nastiest, cruelest mascots around.
Dumbass.
If you don't get it, I'll throw you all into the pool myself. Ah, please don't.
Can't we all get along?
Monosuke, please stop. Can't we all just get along?
What?
You saying that if we don't get along, I'll end up like Monokid? I'm not saying that.
So long. Farewell.
Well, that was useless. So then it was one of us that put the inner tube there, not the Monocubs. Did anyone ever think it was the Monocubs? Well, it doesn't matter. The inner tube probably isn't related to the case. Isn't related to the case. If we're just for playing around, then why is there a rope tied to it? What could that be for? That is intriguing. What is the rope tied to? Just the tube? Is it tied to anything else? What was that? Huh, there's something else floating in the pool. It looks like a little piece of fabric.
Jeez.
It's just trash, right? Nothing to be worried about.
You know.
We're looking for the culprit. We don't have time to pick up trash.
Okay.
Yes, but perhaps it's just my intuition, but it does bother me. I should learn to trust it sometimes. My intuition as the ultimate detective. Okay, a black piece of fabric. Where could that be from? That's the rules. Some pool rules are posted here. There's one that I find peculiar. There are also some specifications written here. The pool is 82 feet wide in length and 39 feet wide. The pool side is 13 feet. Oh no, hold on. There's math. There's math, guys. Yeah, okay. There's something bothering me about the rule. Let's say, okay.
Well.
Oh no, jumping into the pool, especially at nighttime.
Whoa.
Whoa, where'd you come from?
Yeah.
I mean, jumping itself is fine. If you want to jump in front of a car or a train, that's on you.
No.
But the pool is off limits at nighttime. No swimming at nighttime.
That's.
That would be a violation, right?
Hey.
If anyone violates a school regulation, a campus-wide siren will blare. And then that person will be ripped apart by the exosols.
What?
You'd go that far.
Oh yeah.
Well, so far that siren hasn't gone off, so no one's needed to be ripped apart. Yet. Since that's the case, we can assume no one was in the gym or pool at nighttime.
Oh yeah.
Well, the rule is you can't go swimming, not that you can't enter the premises, right? Well, at the very least, no one alive. No swimming at nighttime. That just might play into this case. Okay. Alright, so the dimensions of the rule.
You guys.
No jumping in the pool. I repeat. No, look, I'm trying to get the dimensions of the pool written down. It seems important. Especially at nighttime. Yeah. Whoa, he's back. If anyone violates the school regulation, a campus-wide sign will blare. That person Oh, we ripped apart by the exos.
Shut up!
Shut up already. We get it. Don't need to repeat yourself. No signs have gone up. And no one has been ripped apart. Can we then assume that no one was in the pool or gym at nighttime?
Hey,
Well, at the very least, no one alive. Okay, look, I was just trying to get the dimensions of the pool. It seems kind of important. Okay. Chad, what were the dimensions of the pool? I don't remember.
Whoa! Shut up!
Maybe it's already in my evidence somewhere.
hey,
Oh, I guess hold on, I do have, how do I access my, like, I can see previous dialogue, right? How do I do that? How do I look at that? View regulation. There we go, okay, so the pool, okay, so the pool is, pool. So it's 82 feet in length. So length is this way. Yeah. So if it's a rectangle, like, facing this way, this side is 39 feet. Then the lengthwise is 82 feet. But importantly, there's also the 13 feet on each end. So, like, then if we imagine the outside of the, so then the walls of the room must be, so if it's 13 feet on each end, it's going to be 82 plus another 26, which is going to get us to 108 in total length of the room. And for 8 feet on each side, it's going to be 39 plus 16, which will give us an even 55, which is an odd number, quite literally. Don't think math is important in this case unless it's stated in the truth bold. Hey! Now, Grant, people said the same thing about the packets of blood in Danganronpa 1 Case 3, alright? Those are not a truth bold, but they were extremely relevant to the case. So I do not let truth bolds decide what is and is not relevant to me. What I know for a fact is they give us extremely detailed specifications of this room specifically when they never do that. And we have seen 2 instances now of lengths of rope that have been given specific lengths down to the foot of how long they are. Meaning, this is going to be important. Anyway, you don't think they make us do math? They make us do Wordle. Make us do all sorts of puzzles. Anyways, so the important thing here, though, is that the length of the pool room, or the width of the pool room, is 55 feet. Now, if we go into our evidence, we can know, because we have some important evidence here. First one being the tennis net cable is around 50 feet in length. Around, I wish it was more specific. So around 50 feet. That's not quite enough to comfortably reach 55 feet across. On the other hand, we do have the rope, don't we? And it's also worth noting, too, with any length of rope, if you're tying it off to something, that's going to take part of the length away. Now, the rope itself... Did we not get the rope as evidence? I think the rope was like 70-some feet in length, which would be closer to what we're looking for here. Might have to go back in and take a look at the rope again, just to be sure. Diving board, hello. It's a large diving board. It looks like something you'd find at a resort. Nothing about it has changed. Oh, the storage room, that could be relevant. This is the pool's equipment shed. I'll take a look inside just in case. Huh, is that an electric air pump? So that would be for inflating the inner tube, presumably. I see. You could easily fill a large inner tube with this. There doesn't seem to be anything else worth inspecting. Okay, so I mean, that proves the inner tube was inflated. Didn't really need evidence to prove that, but okay. Is there anything else we're missing here? The pool, the inner tube. Ah, yes, the window. The windows, of course. You can see the gym's window over there. That's the window we were investigated from on top of the stage in the gym. And it's pretty high up. You wouldn't be able to reach it with just a ladder.
Okay.
I agree. The ladder only barely reached the window, and it was on the stage. If that's the case, then it might have been hard for someone to have gone through there.
Okay.
Yeah, you might be right.
Hey, so
Hey, Shuichi, does this pool really have anything to do with the case? We all psyched up about it, but it doesn't seem like there were any clues here.
But
Well, that inner tube is still bothering me. I don't know what it tells us, but I feel like it is related to the case.
but you know,
But you know, if that inner tube is related to the case, the culprit is pretty careless. If it was related to the case, why didn't they clean it up?
so
Just leaving it sitting out like that, don't you think that's straight up careless?
no.
No, even if they wanted to put it away, they couldn't. There's no pole or anything around here that you could use to get the inner tube. Right. Okay, yes, this gives us the implication that this is where the rule comes in. This, whatever was happening in the pool happened after 10 p.m. Because if it had happened prior to 10 p.m., they would have just fished out the inner tube to leave less evidence at the scene. The fact that they couldn't implies whatever was going on happened after 10 p.m. Okay.
Remember,
The water level is so low you couldn't grab the tube even if you did manage to bring it closer.
but you know,
Then why not just jump in and fish it out by hand? Oh, that's right, they couldn't get in the water. Couldn't get in the water. Yes, I suppose you could think of it that way. That or implies that they never physically entered the pool, but I
Already
don't
tired
necessarily
of
subscribe to that
investigating?
idea.
Oh, you've been tired of it for a while now?
What? No, we've been having fun here.
Well, that's how it goes. Investigations aren't all that fun, you see. But it's a necessary step before we can move on to the main event. Kind of like searching the internet for that perfect porno video.
Oh.
In fact, some people think the search is the best part. Weird, huh? The class trial is starting soon. Please gather at the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard.
Yep, trial time. Here we go.
See you later.
Shuichi,
Looks like it's time, bro.
okay.
Yeah.
dumbass.
Hey, why do you look so worried now?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, you can do it. I believe in you. Believe in me?
Why?
Why? Why do you trust me, Kaito? There's a chance that I'm the cult.
Idiot.
I believe in you because I want to. Do I need a reason other than that?
Huh?
What?
Listen up.
Is that why you believed in Kaede? Well, yeah. She was the culprit, though. I mean, she had the best of intentions, of course, but... yeah. I mean, sure, I might get betrayed in the end, but...
I believe in you.
if I worry about that, I won't be able to believe in the people I want to believe in.
Shuichi,
Shuichi, we're still young. I can't die before I've had my first drink or gone to space.
let's do it.
If you're not going to get yourself in gear now, then when? Now's all you've got.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Kaito, I know.
Keep your chin up.
Yeah, that's the expression I want to see. That's my sidekick. He's right. I just have to do it. I have to believe in myself. I have to believe that I can do this. I'm going to survive. We're going to survive. together.
That's it.
Maybe I don't really understand it. Maybe I don't have a reason. Oh. I don't want to live. I want to die with everyone else. What? Huh? No, I want to live. I want to live a long life. I don't want to die. I can't die in a place like this. Never. All right, well, here we go. We've got a lot of evidence about kind of how things went down, but the issue is a lot of it, thus far, I don't think it doesn't clearly point to any specific person yet. Don't worry, you can do it. I believe in you. Now let's go to the Shrine of Judgment. And I think the timeline is going to be important. Maybe. Now, it might not even be that useful, because if we assume the bulk of the crime happened after hours, probably most people's alibi is going to be, well, I was sleeping at the time. So, yeah. And what we really would like, because we've narrowed down, it has to be... And technically, we've narrowed it down that it had to have occurred after 8 p.m. and before whenever morning starts, like 8 a.m. or something. And realistically, we've basically determined it had to have happened after 10 p.m. If we could get something limiting that on the other end, like between 10 and midnight or something, then that could help us significantly, but I'm not sure if we're going to be so lucky. Hey guys.
Everyone.
Is everyone ready? Not like we have choice, right? You are quick to understand. It's as though Monokuma has you trained.
What?
We got nothing to worry about, right, assholes? We'll figure out the culprit, won't we?
Don't worry.
Of course, we don't need to worry. The top suspect is super obvious this time.
Hey.
Right, Himiko? How dare you bully Himiko, you degenerate! You want me to Aikido chop your head off, huh?
Wait,
That's not even Aikido anymore, is it?
either way.
This matter will be discussed in due time. You should save your arguments until then.
That's right.
Yeah, let's put an end to this at the class trial.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. Do I have to...
All right.
This guys was so easy, especially with how obvious the top suspect is. Right, Himiko? I hear males pick on girls. They like to get their attention, which means Kokichi must like Himiko.
Oh?
Huh, how'd you know? Actually, why don't we focus on the class trial and save that conversation for later? This is turning out to be not so boring after all. Don't worry, Himiko, I'm on your side here.
Really?
This whole thing is shaking like a big old vibrator. Himiko's scared. Poor little thing. This vibration is perfect. You know, get you... Quit looking at Himiko like some kind of degenerate male. Okay, we need to talk to Mio just to get that look off her face. Hey, Detective Dumbass, you've pinpointed a possible culprit, right? Well... Not quite. We have nothing to worry about.
Cause Atua is watching
Atua
over us.
sees all. His divine deductions will solve this mystery right away. Gaunt's are not gonna suspect friends.
Certainly.
Himiko's so suspicious, she's gotta be a red herring, right? But I don't even know where to start unraveling the truth. I should have played more point-and-click adventure games. How you doing being so fourth wall breaking?
Well,
Sorry, but I don't know anything. If you think a child caregiver can help solve a murder case, then we're all in trouble. What if she's actually, like, the ultimate murderer or something? I guess we already did that in Danganronpa 1, technically. This matter was also triggered by Monokuma's motive, was it not? Which means there is a reason the culprit was desperate to live, yes? And Ryoma, who became the victim, had no reason to live, correct? What are you implying?
If so...
To kill because you have a reason to live, to die because you have no reason to live. Which, I wonder, is correct?
Jeez.
You're thinking too hard about it. Living things just gotta live. Anyway, no matter what happens to us, we gotta live.
Right?
Yeah, you don't really need a reason to live. That's just the icing on the cake. A reason to live.
No.
Himiko's not the culprit. No way, no how. I know Himiko better than anyone. I know all her secrets. I know her gender, her hair color, even her height. It's like the 3 most obvious things about a person. None of those are secrets. I did not calculate that we would gather here under these circumstances again. What would Kaede say if she saw us right now? Well, it's not exactly how we gamed it out, I guess.
Do you agree?
This matter will be discussed in due time. We should save our arguments until then.
Listen up.
Shuichi, before we head over there, let me give you some advice. Hero to sidekick. If you want to give up, wait until after you've done everything you possibly can.
Of course.
Wait, no, that's still no good. Okay, I won't forgive you if you give up. You got it?
Okay.
Yeah, got it, Kaido. He's right. I can't give up. I made a promise to Kaede. Alright. Let's do this right. This is a weird case. Like, I've got so much evidence about the events of the murder, but I don't know, none of it actually points to a specific person to have committed it, as of yet. Like, normally I feel like I've got it narrowed down to a handful of suspects before we get into the trial, but this time, I guess it's all going to come down to who had the opportunity in the first place to do the actions that we know must have happened. The door appeared before us with pomp, as if sending heroes off to war. After a pause, we all stepped toward the door. We were silent. All I could hear was our unsteady breathing. Just as we passed through the door, it started up again. Normally I wouldn't mind the shaking, but I'm feeling especially sensitive to it now. Each of us felt that trembling through our entire bodies as we sank further still. Man, this perspective really shows how massive Gonta is compared to everyone else. Yeah. And so without sure footing, I'm positive I would have fallen as well. My breathing was becoming more ragged, and my heart pounded harder and harder. Well, I guess one thing we could think about is, like, who could it not have been? I don't think Gonta's intelligent enough to have, no offense, to have committed this particular crime. I don't think it's going to be Himiko or Angie, because the way the crime was set up to frame whoever was doing the magic show. So, obviously they wouldn't frame themselves. It's obviously not me, because I didn't kill someone. Great, that logic didn't work great for me last time, but like this time I literally didn't have the opportunity. Like, there's no possible way they could have used like little tricks in the prose to make me think I had not killed him when I actually did. And yeah, that's about it. It's technically plausible that everyone who was in Gonta's and Kokichi's little group has an alibi that's airtight, but we don't know that for certain yet. Just when I thought I would pass out from the nerves, the elevator came to a stop. But this wasn't the end, no. It was only just beginning.
Welcome!
Well, to be clear, Alex, I'm not saying that I, like, always pinpoint the killer with precise accuracy before every trial, but, like, normally I've got some theories as to who it could have been. I feel like. And welcome, you've hopelessly arrived once again. You want to come here again because of how wonderful it is? Isn't it wonderful? I put so much effort into building this place, it should be a monument. Actually, we're the ones who used the exosols to build this courtroom. But Father just took all the credit.
Wonderful.
But I am happy to be used as a slave by Father.
What are you saying?
You idiots are really committing to this henchman bit.
They're so
You guys are just so cute that I can't help working you to the bone. You put a lot of elaborate detail into this courtroom, almost like it's for show.
Oh?
For show, huh? That's an interesting way to put it.
Hmm?
Is this just for show? Are you showing this to the people outside and... Those people aren't with us, so you don't need to worry about them. Aren't with us is an interesting way of phrasing it. Get it? They're not with us, and they're no longer with us, you know what I mean?
Hey,
In other words, you 13 are the only ones left in the world. Now show me just how you intend to bargain for your lives. Then the class trial began. Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. After falling from his former glory, he told us he had no reason to live. But even so, he said he wanted to fight beside us, to get out of here with us. For that, he was trying to find a reason to live. He might have been a little stern, but he wasn't a cold man at all. And the person who killed him is here right now. I want to believe that's a lie. I don't want to believe it at all. But if this is where I find the truth, I won't avert my eyes anymore. This is the wish she entrusted to me. I will find the truth to get everyone out of here alive. I'm going to survive. Can't die here in order to keep my promise to her. I will fight. I will fight for my life in this trial of truth and lies.